Alright then. Today's the last day I'm going to be recording this for the week. After that I'll start going back to M&T for a while, MEINU and taxes, as well as going to be working on another project on the side. I'll probably talk more about it tomorrow in the M&T video. Right now I just want to get to the game and... Right, I just attacked Cologne. Okay, yeah, the Emperor is such a joke that the Emperor's joined Trade League with, well, Lubeck's Trade League. How low can you really go? I sure hope the Empire's actually picking someone else. Currently there's a three-way tie which favors the Emperor. Yep. Because if there is a tie, and the Emperor leads in that tie, then priority lands upon the Emperor, if the Emperor's in the tie. Otherwise, if there's a tie for winner and the Emperor is not part of it, the Empire collapses. Or at least that's how it was in 1.29. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore in Emperor. But I think that's how I managed to get the Ruinae Imperii achievement, because I didn't actually do anything there. I was just playing as the Congo. And then the Empire suddenly just collapsed out of nowhere. Nah, I can stand to lose a bit of military power. It's not that bad. Right, now I just need to deal with Cologne's allies. Which shouldn't take too long. Force them out of the war. Nevers has been growing pretty big recently, though, so... do need to be a bit careful with them. I also have a much... my army is only half its force limit, and I have a strong economy, so I should actually work on improving my army before attempting to conquer more land. Yep, progress is halted while besieged. Disease outbreak, really? Right, let's see here, sue for peace. Force religion, war operations, transfer trade power. Poor vintage. Shocking. War operations. Steer trade. Okay. Well, There. Ask for some money. Now I just need to convince Nevers that death and destruction is an inevitability by this point. I should be fine. Let's create another army. Although I do believe my stacking limit has increased recently. Supply limit, not stacking limit. Yes, it has. So I probably should build up a... increase the size of the army to accommodate such things. Probably should cross-reference to, you know, a random province in Russia. Oh right, Cologne still has their army there. Right, so, that's not the 25 stack. It's missing 3 artillery units. That was a waste. Strange they have access to... it must be the other war Cologne is with Austria. Um, 1652, okay. Hey, wait a second, if I remove this, they won't have any influence whatsoever. At least for a while. Oh. But it should be at 0 now. I guess that states have a base influence of 5%. Maybe it needs a month. Yeah, I just needed a month, and it would still slowly drift towards equilibrium. That's nice. How many leaders do I have without upkeep? 4, so I can just hire another general. Although I should have done that. It's too late. I should have done that before I removed nobility in the officer corps. I do like that yearly prestige, though. It will help keep it at maximum amount for much, much longer. This changes everything. Manufacturers. Rudohori. Why does this province have 31 development now? Because it's just because of the glass. Oh well. I've got manufacturers everywhere. Technically not everywhere, but mostly everywhere. $3.2 per month. 1.91, 2.68. Yeah, it should be there in a couple years. The siege is finally over. Alright, let's beat them up and take their lunch money. Oh, the Little Ice Age. Do I have a grain province I can find? Yep. Coldest period of the Little Ice Age. It's probably in triggered modifiers. No. Oh well. Strasbourg. Still haven't built that there. Upgraded here, there, there we go. Now. Alright then, super peace. I can't force religion because they're too big. I don't actually want the trade power. Right, first I should check. They're all in Germany, right? Yep, every single one of those provinces are in Germany. Aggressive expansion penalty, but Remove your cores there, that should actually help. Can't ask for more. Grand Duchy. Oh, I got the Grand Duchy achievement. I hit 1,000 dev, and I still have the Duchy because I still haven't been given an electorship. Because the Emperor hates me. On the other hand, I really would hate me too. Well, thanks to lots of courthouses, it's not an issue. It's not as much of an issue as it could be. Soldier's household. Yeah, this would be a perfect spot for that administrative building. On the other hand, Cologne wouldn't need it here because that's part of their capital state. So I can see why they didn't build one. I'll probably replace the training fields. Since it's rapidly approaching for me the point where I don't need manpower. Oh look, the Alsatians have revolted. Oh well, the Schwabs. And Alsatz. Now, what's the supply limit? In the worst of these provinces? 23. Most of these provinces is around 30. So I think I can upgrade to stacks of size 30 by now. Yeah, and then have yet another army. Let me just design one in the template builder. Right. It's not perfect, but it's mainly that the increased amount of infantry is as backup, more or less. I can't do it on a non-core. That's the fact that, oh, these are two different states. Let's keep that in mind. You remember the conform template? Nope. Gorislaw is converted back again. Lovely. $16.52. Well, I mean, the nobility literally have zero influence on my government. I could hit an axe absolutism now. Probably end up removing religious state. You know what, I'll just do that now. It keeps the clergy more loyal, it lowers their influence, and it gives me a little extra room for more maximum absolutism. Sure, I lose one admin point per month. That's not that bad. Something I can work with. I just need to go insult someone every once in a while to keep the power projection up. No, thank you. Of course, the fact that my tolerance is so high is also great. Along with maximum stability, means that the separatism is completely ignored in this province. There's no risk of revolt. More or less. And once all the cores are done, let's also get absolute government just to make gaining absolutism even easier. So how much more do I need? 6 more provinces and then I can form Germany. I mean, the Emperor at the moment is a joke, so... And besides, he's still likely to be the one. I mean, the Pope's an elector. And I can't even be picked anyway, since I'm... well... a theocracy, only a monarchy can be picked. Rebel support efficiency, the most useful modifier in the game. It really isn't. I should use my military points to develop a couple provinces. Since otherwise it would start going to waste. Okay. That also raises crown land, does it not? Only to a degree. And Austria is no longer a valid rival. That's great. I need to pick a new rival. Honestly, Provence actually seems like a great ally to have. So long as we split up our lands as we in very specific ways, we would not ever come into conflict with each other. I just set these as, well, preferences. There we are. I should probably also, yeah, have one of my diplomats improve relations with allies. should do that in order to get the chance of becoming, well, courier controller again. Because I was that for a while. It was honestly amazing how many diplomats I had. The amount of diplomats I have now comes from having is from idea groups. Okay, that should be fine. And I maxed out diplo points. Whoops. $10.32. Okay, maybe I was a bit overzealous with that. Oh well. Upper Gildas produces glass now. That's this province? Yes, it is. Saxon declared war on Thüringen. Amazing. Royal patronage. That's 3 innovativeness, I don't care. It gets my prestige up to maximum faster again. Quarantine the province. I do need to be a bit more careful with aggressive expansion. Price of paper is now producing TNG. That's great. Oh, so I could, because my leader is a scholar and greedy. I'd actually prefer, the greedy one is the only one that's actually good. Let's get some money. So, the price of paper is reduced. Oh, right, the diet. And I lost an advisor. Quite a bit happened. Improve relations. That's the most valuable one of those. Lower Saxon. It's not Saxon. Lower Saxon. Oh, but it's in my culture group, isn't it? Yeah. And it's not one of your promoted cultures. Oh. Right, I would have to hit Empire rank for that. Does Vienna have a center of trade? Because if not, I don't care. Nope. I don't care at all. They want Würzburg to have more base tax. Nobles want me to build up an army. You know what, that one's actually pretty good. Let's get a 30. I need 591 to build that. Okay, I just need to wait a couple months for... Oh, wow. Army maintenance is actually very large. I'll just get some admin power points. Get myself some more money. A new Trappist. Should I care about the nobility? No. Or noble, why not? 164. Okay. Naive enthusiast. Well, let's just hope Russia's army does not increase. I'm going to spend some efforts to maintain claims in this province. Right, that's spy network. Oh, Flanders is a junior partner. Wow. Provence really does have a lot of territory under their control. I have to admit, they really are the winners of the collapse of France. I could use a bit of inflation reduction. Use caution. It's available for 30 more days. Well, I'm not getting that, so might as well use the points to develop. Besides, out of all the dev types, production tends to be the most valuable because that's good production goes into trade value, and trade value is incredibly useful if used properly, of course. And you have a strong enough control over everything, which is not necessarily easy. So care has to be taken. Oh, they conquered Salzburg. Cheer actually has a slot free. Alright, I've got room for one more leader. Having such a high army tradition is nice. Of course, it must be tempered with repeated wars. Oh, they're allied to Bohemia. It would be sad to lose a long-term ally, but on the other hand, why Krakow? Why? Oh, minus 5% tech cost for 20 years. That's not bad. You should drill. Because it will be a while before the aggressive expansion really decays. At the very least, it will be within my own religion, so there will be reduced aggressive expansion. However, I do need to worry about... I'd say when Bohemia no longer has an aggressive expansion, I think by that point it's a sign that I should be able to continue going from this point without issues. And annex the full of Berg's German provinces, which is 5 of them. It won't bring me enough to form Germany. Wait, it will. I just need one more province. Wow, okay. Obtain new missions. The problem is, I don't have Emperor, so these missions will be the free tree, whatever that may be. Okay, yeah, that province could definitely use it. Right. So, that's it for now. I'll probably be back next week. Not necessarily. It depends on circumstances. Long-term planning is sometimes an issue, so... I mean, for now, the schedule is likely to remain relatively stable. So there's that. There's also the fact that I'm going to have to refresh most of my claims pretty soon. Okay, not that one, but... Well, also not... Actually, that one's pretty soon. And this is in a couple years. Just the fact that I'm out to their rival now. Well... I'm just happy to have the maximum effect of absolutism. It is usually a rarity for me to do that, because I don't like abusing court and country. It can be difficult sometimes to actively manage. Unrest at least one. I mean, I have 5. So... But I'm digressing. Sometimes I do that. Well then. Tomorrow, M&T will be back, as well as the start of a new project, although I will probably not be uploading that tomorrow. So... Until tomorrow, in the raw footage of M&T.